eventful task when you had people literally eat out of your hands. It's time for the judges' tasting. Tanisha, let's try your dish.
I was not confident taking the dish up to the judges because I had a feeling that it's not going to be good enough.
Tell us what you've made, Tanisha.
So I've made the aloo muri on a square of Rice Krispies, like a crispy bar, and the pineapple with the chili gel. Watching the judges taste my plate of food, my stomach was churning. I was sweating bullets because I know they had lots of expectations from me because I got the Northeast.
Tanisha, you had the strongest card out of all. You got your own state. You already knew the dish that you wanted to make. For me, your technique of using or incorporating the marshmallow with the muri is very clever. The seasoning, the balance, the textures are all there in your dish. You've got the coolness of the gel. You've got the spicy hit of the chutney. You've got flavors coming in really, really well. I do feel that you've cooked from your heart. You've cooked from the place that you belong.
She had some positives to say. So that kind of gave me that glimmer of hope that, okay, I think I'm being hard on myself. That sounds okay.
Tanisha, this is the perfectly balanced dish. Beautifully done. However, that's level 1. That's hygiene now. This is the finale, right? For me, I see some ready-made marshmallows being taken, beautifully worked around, and then ready-made muri being put on top and tossed with some boiled potatoes. Where is the Tanisha that very earlier in the competition took the time to make a black sesame gravy, started it from scratch, took the time to put some nice seared fish on top? Where is the Tanisha that believed in staying rooted, starting from scratch? You have the gift of taste, but talent without hard work doesn't go far.
I felt like, no, I let myself down, I let them down, I let everyone down. It was a huge disappointment.
Megha, please present your dish.
This is the finale week, day 1. So obviously the expectations would be much higher.
What have you made?
So I've made a North Indian platter, but I've made it with hummus, and I've made a pinwheel out of my samosa. And I've got my gulab jamun that I tried to make like a donut, but without the circle in the middle, more of a cake pop.
And what's at the bottom of the gulab jamun?
White chocolate with a little bit of fresh cream and butter.
So it's a white chocolate sauce.
Yeah.
All right, let's taste.
Megha, you've put quite a few elements on the plate. You're the Ipsita today. For me, it's a nice tasting dish overall, but I'm really crying for some freshness. Where is that, Megha?
I thought the freshness was a bit of my tamarind chutney.
No, the green, the salad, some fresh
That's
ingredient.
missing.
Megha, love the idea of a pita hummus Indian style, Delhi style, right? Love that idea. This was a great concept. Just the hummus pita was a great concept. Wish you could have just developed that. Because right now, everything is mediocre.
Megha, for me, the vision, the idea, what you wanted to do is great. I love the idea that you've brought together 3 different elements. The samosa pinwheel, great idea, but a little too oily. Again, the chickpea hummus is a great idea, but the bhatura not so like a bhatura. And the gulab jamun, if you call it a gulab jamun, it should be a gulab jamun. It's somewhere in between. That's why you called it a cake pop. It's got good flavors, it's got good balance. But if I had to say that there's one element great, I wouldn't be able to, because all the elements are a little here and there for me.
Thank you, Megha.
Chef Anahita, she was pretty much disappointed with every element on my dish. And at that time, I felt that maybe I'm going home today. I was disappointed that I couldn't stay up to the mark of what the judges expected me to do.
Akanksha, would you like to bring your dish forward for us? Take us through your dish, please.
It's a khichu dabeli with shruti chaat, and then I have made a dates tamarind chutney as a jelly, and I've tried to make caviar of tamarind, and then there is a peanut green chutney and yogurt. I've incorporated the same chutney, but then I have made a different kind of. I was scared because Chef Shagun is from Gujarat. She knows the taste very well.
Akanksha, you know I was born in Gujarat. So I am a Gujarati food enthusiast. I think your vision, being non-Gujarati, not being exposed to that cuisine, having tried it, it's a great effort. You know, the idea of having a dabeli, you know, with the peanut sort of salad on the side and the chutneys, and having made that little caviar, great effort. Honestly, I'm missing some serious seasoning in your, in the potato cake.
So Akanksha, I love the fact that you've been able to do so many techniques in that much time. You've done a tamarind caviar, you've done a tamarind and date chutney, you've done a mint chutney, you've made sure that you've got a balance of yogurt and the two chutneys, which is what chaat is all about. And congratulations for that. But in terms of your plating, I do find that there's too much chaat and there's too small a portion of dabeli. I would have liked the portion to be equal. She liked my dish, but she was not satisfied with the plating, given proper thought about the plating.
Akanksha, great thought. The good thing is you've glorified the dabeli in your own way. That for me is the most beautiful part. It is your expression of the dabeli, and you've been able to combine textures, you've been able to combine taste, and you've been able to create a dish that was in your head onto a plate. That's what's expected in the finals. Yes, you could have used a white plate for the food to show. Yes, the salad could have been lesser. But my congratulations on you conceptualizing a dish and glorifying the dabeli in your own way.
Thank you.
He liked my dish. So I was a bit happy and calm, crossed my finger and like, I hope I am not going home this time. Juhi, please bring your dish. Juhi, what is this?
It's a neer dosa sandwich with pulled chicken, Mangalorean ghee roast.
Well, you know, I have to say this. Everybody who had your food is now having a party, so which means the food worked.
Shall we?
Go for it.
Juhi, what a pretty looking dish. Very pretty. I love the checkered little dots of the red that you've got going with a little bit of green and the banana leaf with the black plate. Very smart. When it comes to the taste, I find your neer dosa batter under-seasoned as well as rubbery and chewy to taste. I also find the masala of your chicken under-seasoned, Juhi.
I was just very scared at that moment, and I was hoping at least the flavors would carry me through.
What do I say, Juhi? Vision-wise, you saw a dosa waffle, you made a dosa waffle. Where's Juhi in that? Filling-wise, is this the best ghee roast you've made? I don't think so. Expression-wise, two things on a plate, the waffle and the filling. The dish doesn't cut it.
I was just heartbroken. You know, I was looking for that expression and thought in my own self, and when they said that, it just broke me down at that moment.
It looks pretty, but in the finale, it's about finesse, detail, technique, vision, expression, and pretty is just one small part. Sorry.
Thank you.
As soon as the tasting ended, I had my fingers, my toes crossed, and I was just hoping that there's some sort of miracle that saves me today.
We started out by saying one person is going to leave the competition tonight forever. Akanksha, please step forward.
I have got all the positive and good feedbacks from the judges. So why it's me who's been called first? The only negative feedback I got was Chef Anahita was not satisfied with my plating, but they liked the taste. So I was not sure what's gonna happen.
Akanksha, that person Akanksha, that person is not you. You're moving directly to round 3 of the final.
After judges announced that I am going to the finale directly, I was like speechless. I was in a state of shock. There was no reaction on my face because I don't know what to do, what to say. I was like speechless.
Your dish wasn't perfect, but it was the most well thought out dish, well envisioned, the right amount of techniques put in for the right expression on the platter.
Thank you so much.
So you are through straight to the grand finale.
Thank you, Chef.
Now, how is it going to go? Will we all, with so much of criticism, make it through the next round? Or which one of us will go? It could go either way.
All of us were in complete gloom.
Juhi, Tanisha, and Megha, your dishes were below par for a Femme Foodies finale. We have learned to expect more from you. And today was a letdown. It has happened twice at Femme Foodies when you had to change the rules. First, when the two of you were exceptionally good. And instead of having one as safe in coasting, we chose to have two as safe in coasting. Today is the second time that we've had to bend the rules.
I didn't know whether it was going to be something good, something bad. I already felt really disappointed and I felt I had just sunk into a dark corner and somewhere in my mind.
Tomorrow, it's a do or die situation for the three of you. Sink or swim.
They said that two of us will get a chance to go into the final and one of us will directly go home. I was relieved at that moment when they told us that, I have another chance to cook. But at the same time, it showed absolute disappointment on the judge's face at that moment.
And that's again because we expect more. We know you can do better. We've seen you through these 5 weeks. We are sure you can do better. Our best wishes are with you. Good luck and good night. I don't think the evening is ended. I think we need to call them back and have a conversation.
We had an informal interaction with the judges because they felt they needed to give us a pep talk, give us some tips or some pushing of some kind because it was so bad and they had expected a lot from us.
You're not here because you wanted to be TV stars, are you? Forget about the cameras. This is about you. This is real. These food trucks, that food truck is real. I don't want to see tears, I want to see passion. The same passion that you came with. And I also see overconfidence in all three of you. All three of you. And that is the bane of a cook.
With every comment that was being said, every critique given, I could just feel myself sinking deeper and deeper and deeper.
You cannot lose vision of the bigger picture. You have to keep in mind each and everything. The color, the presentation, the taste, the balance.
Yes, the reaction, such is definitely what I deserved because I did not live up to their expectations. I did disappoint the judges, I disappointed myself, and I would have never liked to go home on a note like this.
What you need to understand is you're here, you're at this position because of food. If we wouldn't respect it, we wouldn't be here either. We wouldn't talk to you about this so straightforward, so heart to heart, because what you're doing is what is at stake for us. What you do is a reflection of our mentoring. So for us, it's heartbreaking. It's absolutely heartbreaking. If you've reached this level, respect it and respect it with every part of your body, right? So you're gonna take back all of this home with you tonight. You're not gonna talk about anything but food, breathe food, eat food, live food. We want to see something magical tomorrow.
Thank you. Good night.
I will be back tomorrow in my task. The mega that they do want will be back.
New day, new task. Today it was myself, Juhi and Tanisha. We had to compete with each other.
So when we got to the task location, we could only see Chef Shagun and Chef Anahita standing there. There wasn't Chef Ranveer. And he was quite upset with us last evening after the cook because we didn't give our best. And I think that disappointment possibly got to him, and I was quite afraid that he's not here with us today.
Ladies, welcome back.
It's a huge day today for all of us, for all of you. Let's make it our best.
So today's task is extremely simple.
Simple is never simple. As simple as it gets is when it gets difficult to compete for it. I think it will be incredibly difficult to reach where we need to.
Our conversations yesterday was for your good. We are here to make you better. And in the endeavor to make you better, we've designed a special task for you. This is your task that will give two of you tickets to the grand finale. Today, all three of you have the same task.
Okay, this is going to be tough because we all have our strengths and weaknesses, and it was going to be quite a battle.
You have to make this dish lying in front of you just as you see it, sense it, taste it. What you have in front of you is a stuffed roasted mackerel with a watermelon sashimi and a Vietnamese spring roll. You have 60 minutes to make this and serve it to us.
I was a little taken aback because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do this. It was fish again.
Please come forward, get your notebooks out, and taste the dish. Now let me break down the elements for you. The watermelon is marinated in apple juice, sesame oil, salt.
How does one make a watermelon sashimi? I've never ever heard of that.
What you see here is a black yam guacamole mixed with activated edible charcoal, cilantro béarnaise, and coriander puree mixed in towards the end. The rice paper roll that you see, it is a calamari, pineapple, and a sweet potato rice paper roll with a fresh passion fruit dressing. That's it. There are two more elements. the mackerel, and it's been stuffed with a Dijon mustard, sun-dried tomato pesto that's made with pine nuts and almonds. Some edible flowers, some fresh herbs, a prawn cracker on the side, which is topped with a sweet potato lemon pickle mash. Are we clear? 3 primary elements, 3 ancillary elements. Any questions, please feel free to ask.
Just wanted to ask again the marinade for the watermelon.
Watermelon is ginger, apple juice, sesame oil.
So it was all so many elements, and so little time to get the dish right, beautifully plated.
It had so many elements, from fish to squid, the different types of the dips that he had made. So I was really, really scared at that point.
You have 60 minutes to replicate Chef Ranveer's dish.
Your 60 minutes start now.
Since it is not a usual innovation task, which we cook what we like and what we have envisioned, it is harder because you need to get the flavors so right. And we've only got 60 minutes to do it, and there's a lot of elements. The plan was to first fix the oven elements.
It's a fish mackerel dish that we have to make. I obviously didn't taste it, but I have tasted the veg elements on it. And I'm just going to go with my instincts with the flavors.
I decided to go for the fish first, and I needed to make sure that everything on that plate today looks as perfect as what Chef had done. I've always cooked with my instinct when I've done well in this competition, and that's what I'm going to use today. So I feel good about it. I'm deboning this for the first time, a mackerel. So that's a little tricky, but it's going to be a great learning and a great cook today.
You know, come to think of it, I'd never made this dish before. And when I thought, what is it that represents stuff that can be done fast, looks good, can be done on a food truck? That's what I came up with, and now I feel maybe I've been a little too harsh on them.
I think, you know, as complicated as your dish looks, when you actually start breaking down the elements, I really don't think, you know, that they shouldn't get it.
And it's finale week, so it's got to be a little tough.
Well, let's see how it goes then.
Fingers crossed.
As always, fingers crossed.
Ladies, you got 60 minutes for the task and 15 minutes are up. Your watermelon should be in the oven and your fish should be cleaned and raring to go.
I wanted to focus on the mackerel, and because it's so delicate and we're putting in quite a lot of stuffing and baking it, and we needed to keep the tail intact. That was a very tricky portion.
Hi, Tanisha.
Sure.
How are we doing?
I think it's going okay.
Is the watermelon in the oven?
Yes, it is.
Is the fish done?
Fish, I'm just on the second one, and then I'll just get to the pesto, stuff it, and put it in.
So far, you look to be on time. Remember, the pesto needs to be made, the marinations need to be done, the squid needs to be cooked.
Yeah, but you don't want to overcook the squid. So just make sure you've timed all your elements. Just make sure you've thought out how you're going to be doing. I know you've got a few things going on. Just check that they're not overcooking. Yeah? Okay.
Go for it.
Waiting to see it.
After I'd gotten the fish done and the watermelon, I thought that, okay, this is the important bit. But I realized that I've really run out of time just deboning that fish. And so I started to hurry up, and I think I got really flustered in that moment.
touched the fish. I cleaned the fish for the first time ever on my own.
Hold on. Okay. Now you need to find an edge. Find an edge and pull. Okay. Megha, for somebody watching you right now, they might be worried how you're going to make this non-vegetarian dish. I know you better than that. My mom is a vegetarian who cooks the most amazing non-veg food.
So I took that advice and I told myself that today I will be treating every element I'm going to be cooking, I will treat it as if it's any other vegetarian dish.
Juhi! What's going on?
The watermelon, the marinade tasted nice. I've put the beet, as you suggested, in the oven alongside so that the color comes in. So that's there. The fish is done. I've just put some salt and lemon on it. And I'm just going to get onto my pesto as soon as I'm done with my little mash here. So the next thing I'm getting on to is my sun-dried pesto so that I can put the fish as soon as the watermelon comes on.
Okay, you can also put the squids in the oven now. It's going to take some time for it to cool. You want them cold when they go into the Vietnamese spring roll. Yeah. Right?
Okay.
Also, while mackerel is a good oily fish and it's great for roasting, a little bit of olive oil on top of that fish won't be a bad idea.
Perfect.
Yeah?
Yes.
Are you
Thank
feeling confident, Juhi?
A little bit.
Yeah?
A little
Think you
bit.
can take this away?
I hope so. So I'm going to just do the charcoal yam as well so that the charcoal has enough time to get activated and I get the color.
Awesome.
Thank you so
Good.
much.
Good
Wish
luck.
you good luck.
You
Thank
seem
you
to
so
be in
much.
control. We won't bother you much.
Thank you so much.
See you soon.
Thank you. I've always cooked instinctively when I've done well. The fact that they're giving us 2 open spaces in the grand finale is a very big deal for me. And I want to do my best today to get there and get that one of those 2 spots today.
Ladies, day 2 of the finale week and we are halfway into your task. 30 minutes are up, 30 more minutes to go. Let's pick up some pace. You girls are doing beautifully well.
Haste makes waste. We want no waste, but tons of taste. Girls, move it.
It's 30 minutes to go and I feel like I'm in a good momentum, but I hope I can keep it up and finish it in time.
Tanisha, how far have we reached?
I am just going to fry off this calamari to keep it aside and then I can get the other little elements going.
Tanisha, what you need to do and what you need to remember is that the calamari needs to get cold before it goes. The sweet potato calamari pineapple is a chilled salad that's going into the Vietnamese spring roll.
Okay.
After you cook it, give it time to chill,
Okay.
right? Give it time to get cold. The 3 main elements are the fish, the watermelon, and the roll, right?
Yeah.
Where's the fish?
Fish is in the oven.
With the pesto?
Yes.
Spring roll, how far have we gotten into it?
The yam is done and then I'll get to chopping the other cold ingredients.
Is the sweet potato boiled?
Yes.
Mash done?
No, I'm doing the mash now.
I see you're done with the fish. The watermelon needs to cook more.
Yeah.
And you need to make stuff for the roll really fast.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay. Thank you. I started just doing stupid things, missing out on things or not using a sieve or running to find one, and my mind wasn't just functioning fast enough for me to process all these small things on the side.
There's about 30 minutes left and I've done quite well. I just want to finish the dish now.
Megha, what do we have here?
My fish is in the oven. This is the squid. I'm just making small pieces so I can toss them in.
It's much easier to cut it when it's cooked.
Okay.
Just pop it in, marinate it well, cook it, and then cut it. All right?
Thank you.
So I took his advice and it worked perfectly fine for me. It made it easier to cut also after it was cooked.
You in control?
I hope so, Chef. I'm giving it my best.
Are the three main elements done?
I'm just preparing the rice roll filling. So as soon as that's done, then I should have my rice roll ready, squid's there, I should have my fish ready, and have my watermelon, which I just need to slice thinly when I'm plating.
Okay, always remember that in complicated dishes, it's very important to season each element individually. Sometimes when there are 15 things in a dish, just the 2 that are under-seasoned bring it down.
Yes.
Make sure you check for seasoning. Keep a spoon in your pocket. Make sure you check for seasoning each time, every time.
Yes, Chef.
Good luck.
Thank you,
I'm
Chef.
looking forward to tasting your dish.
Thank you, Chef. As of now, I think I'm a little behind what I thought because I'm making all of this for the first time. But I think I will power through and get through with everything on time.